No. Yeah, there's this guy who is doing the pictures and I'm doing the video. Who is doing the nuts? He's behind.
Crossing over, may I have a penation to carry on, sir? Yes, sir. Hey, Donut! Hey! La 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 la! 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 Hey! Unity! Unity! Family and friends!
Galamstop pledge. Up! Up!
I promise on my honor to be faithful and loyal to Ghana, my mother. I have pledged myself to the service of Ghana with all my strength and with all my heart. I promise to hold in high esteem our heritage won for us through the blood and toil of our fathers, and I pledge myself in all things to hold and defend the union of Ghana. So help me God.
Now, at least all of you.
This morning, there is a saying that whatever goes up will surely come down. I know how happy you are this morning. The guest of honor, Professor who is the Minister of Environment, Science, Technology and Innovations, and also the Chairman of the Inter Ministerial Committee on Illegal Mining, Mr. Charles Bisu, Presidential Staffer and Secretary to the Inter Ministerial Committee on Illegal Mining, Dr. Ibrahim Anyas, Coordinator of Nation Builders Corps, Dr. Sylvia Mante, Instructor of the Drone Pilot and Data Analysis, and Senior Lecturer at the University of Mines and Technology, Dr. Na Dede Tebu, Instructor of the Drone Pilot and Data Analysis and Senior Lecturer at the University of Mines and Technology, Mr. Alexander Jedu, the Project Coordinator at the Jubilee House, invited guests, our friends from the media that is if they are here, instructors, trainees, ladies and gentlemen. Let me welcome you, especially those who are coming to Israel Training Camp for the first time, and also to the closing ceremony of the confidence building and teamwork training for 140 Nation Builders Corps personnel. The guest of honor, I must say that these 140 personnel arrived in Israel Training Camp about 2 weeks ago to have a military training. The training was purported to instill in the trainees basic military values to ensure that they remain focused on their mission to perform their duties effectively. The aim of the training was to give the trainees a confidence building and teamwork package. And I must say that though the period of the training was short, the aim has been achieved. The training focused in them, improving on their physical fitness and also their mental robustness. Again, these sharp-looking trainees you see have become smart and very disciplined after receiving some military orientation, including drill, obstacle crossing, and first aid. Additionally, their communication and reporting skills have been improved drastically. We also instilled in them the ability to cooperate with each other and work as a team. It was really good that you brought them here for this training because of the task ahead of them. Our guest of honor, I would therefore strongly recommend that from time to time, refresher courses be organized for them so that they don't lose the discipline they have gained during their stay here in the Secretariat Training Camp. Now to you, the trainees, I congratulate you for a successful completion of the training. I know it has not been easy, but from day one, as I kept telling you, to be focused and concentrate on whatever you be taught here, and you did exactly that, and thus has really paid off. Though your training has ended, your actual task begins from here. And you are expected to put in all that you have learned or gained from here to good use for the development of Mother Ghana. Once again, to you, the trainees, I congratulate you and I wish you the best of luck as you go out there to contribute your quota for the development of Ghana. God bless us all. Thank you very much. So at this juncture, I will invite you for, that is the guest of honor, for his closing remarks. But before I do that, please permit me to give you an abridged version of the guest of honor's curriculum vitae. Our guest of honor for today is a very important personality in the person of Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng. Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng graduated from the University of Ghana Medical School in 1975. But then I don't think my parents had even met. After his housemanship at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, he served as a medical officer at Konfanoche Teaching Hospital, where he was also a demonstrator in gross anatomy at the School of Medical Sciences from 1977 to 1978. Our guest of honor had his postgraduate studies at the Hanover Medical University in Germany and qualified as general cardiothoracic and vascular surgeon. He subsequently worked as a consultant cardiothoracic surgeon and was one of the pioneers of the heart transplantation program in Hanover, Germany. He performed the first of scores of heart transplantations in 1985. At the time, he was recognized worldwide as the first black person to have performed a heart transplant. Our guest of honor returned home in 1989 to establish the National Cardiothoracic Center and the Ghana Heart Foundation. Professor Frimpong Boateng is past CEO of the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, past president of the Ghana Red Cross Society, and past chairman of the Public Utility Regulatory Commission. Professor Frimpong Boateng has received several local and international awards in recognition of his medical work and service to humanity. He is the secretary of the Center for Technology-Driven Economic Development, which received the 2003 Special Award from the Ghana Chartered Institute of Marketing. Our guest of honor was appointed Minister for Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation by His Excellency President Nana Akufo-Addo in February 2017. A position he still holds to date. He is the chairman of the Inter Ministerial Committee on Illegal Mining, a committee that was formed in March 2017. Professor Frimpong Boateng has authored 2 books entitled Deep Down My Heart, A History of Cardiothoracic Surgery in Ghana, and Taming a Monster, Managing Kolebu Teaching Hospital, and has contributed chapters to 2 other books, There are several scientific publications and conference abstracts to his credit. Our guest of honor is married and has 5 children. He enjoys playing piano and also farming as well as engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome our guest of honor as he delivers his speech.
Commander and officers of the 64th Infantry Regiment, my friends from Accra, Dr. Ibrahim Anyas, Charles Bisu, and the others from the Inter Ministerial to witness this closing ceremony. I believe that the whole nation will agree with me that His Excellency the President and NABCO Akufo-Addo means it when he says he's going to fight illegality in the mining sector. If we go to the extent of sending people who are going to pilot drones for this sort of training, then you can imagine the seriousness with which it attaches to this exercise. So we thank His Excellency the President for giving us the means to have these young men and women trained here in Australia. And again, in 2 weeks, young men and women who probably could not wake up at 8 o'clock and do other things have been taken through a program to be that discipline. Tells you about the quality of the officers and men at the Australia training camp. And I thank you. I also think that the trainees will appreciate the quality of people that we have in uniform. I'm so proud about the Ghana Army. I mean, I'm old enough to see what the Army has done in the past, in the Congo, during the Congo crisis, and in many other places, in Rwanda, in Sudan, Western Sudan, in Kosovo, Liberia, and above all in Lebanon, and many other places. It tells you the quality of men and women that we have in the armed forces. And in fact, per capita, Ghana is the #1 country that contributes to peacekeeping around the world. And we should be proud of our people. And so, anytime we witness such people going through the obstacles, the things that we've done this morning, it tells you about not only about your discipline, but about the quality of people that train you. And also, let me thank Dr. Ibrahim Anyas for giving us these 140 people from the NABCO program to be trained as drone pilots. We are very grateful, and we hope that when we approach you again, you will be gracious enough to give us some more people. And to the trainees, I think we've learned something. I mean, these 2 weeks will not escape from our memory. And so you begin to appreciate what you can do. Not only what you can do, but what has been imparted onto you by your trainers. And you also begin to respect our men and women in uniform. Is that not so?
Yes, sir.
So, once again, thank you. And I hope that we are going to approach your job with more seriousness. If the President will take you through this exercise, I hope that you will not forget. Also, you may not be drone pilots all along, but you may be deployed in other areas as well, so that you will be successful in our fight against illegality. So on this note, I want to thank you for coming. I want to thank your commanders. I want to thank Dr. Ibrahim Anyas, thank Charles Bisu and his team at the Secretariat, and above all, thank His Excellency the President for taking us through this program. And once again, I want to appeal to Ghanaians that we are serious in this fight to preserve our our environment and our biodiversity. So join us. Don't cut corners. Let us join in this fight to save our environment for ourselves and for our future. Thank you very much, and God bless us all.
Thank you very much, guest of honor, and thank you very much all the dignitaries here present for coming to grace this occasion. I know that, as the guest of honor rightly said, the trainees will never forget their experience here in the Suchari training camp. And sir, as I also recommended, if it will be possible, it will be brought back for a refresher course. Thank you. At this juncture, I'll call on the training W to give us a closing prayer.
Islamic prayer. Hurry up, hurry up. Come.
Sallu ala Rasul Karim. Nasr min Allah Fatiha Karim wa basirul mu'minina yuhibbunahum qawwalla wallazina amanu zarhu walillahi kana la tujawa sujud wa qatarib. Salatu la tumsana ala jami'in nabiyina wal mursalina wa ala al malaikati wal mukarrabina wa ala al jibril wa munkail wa israfil wa anzarail wa hamad wa kursiya wa rauhanina salatan zakiyatan fatilatan tahiratan tamatan radiyatan amin. Inna fatana laka fathan mubin liyaghfira laka ma taqaddama min dhanbika wa ma tahara wa yutima ni'matahu 'alayka wa yahdika siratal mustaqim wa yansuraka Allahu nasran azizan wa yansuraka Allahu nasran azizan wa yansuraka Allahu nasran azizan. Sallu ala Rasulil Karim.
On your feet, up! Attention, all of you. The national anthem. God bless our homeland, Ghana. 1, 2.
God bless our homeland, Ghana, and make our nation great and strong, bold to defend forever the cause of freedom and of right. Fill our hearts with true unity, make us cherish fearless honesty, and help us to resist oppressors who wait for our will and might forevermore. And help us to resist oppressors who wait for our will and might forevermore.
Sit down.
So this brings us to the end of our program. We now move to part 3 of the program, which is refreshment for the dignitaries at the place. Thank you, sir.
Wait, 1 minute. Just 1 minute. 1 minute after the interview, then we'll go on.
140 graduates from the NABCO program. Some months ago, they received training at University of Mines and Technology in Takwa. So how to fly drones. So they are drones pilots. They have been trained to fly drones. And so the president, in his attempt to fight illegality, wants the best out of all the people engaged in this fight. So with his permission, we send these 140 men and women to come and acquire some military discipline and training at this camp. So they've been here for 2 weeks. And we are very happy with what you are seeing. They are disciplined. They went through the obstacles professionally. And if they have been able to apply this training in 2 weeks, it tells you about the quality of men and women that we have in the armed forces. So we are very happy that the 64 Infantry Brigade assisted us in this exercise. But let me also stress that it also points to the seriousness which the government, especially the president, attaches to this fight against illegal mining. For us to employ people, take them through training in the university, and then military training here, it tells us that we are ready to win this fight to protect our environment and our biodiversity. And that is why we are calling upon all of you to help us. And all Ghanaians, that the president means business. We do not go through the exercise to fail in the long run. And so that is why we are here. We are here to pass out 140 men and women who are drone pilots and who want to acquire some form of military discipline and training.
So what exactly will be their role in the field? Because we have the application for the operation in Bangladesh.
No, as I said, these are drone pilots. You know, you see the drones here. We've got about 90 or so drones which we are going to deploy in all the mining communities. And these are the pilots who are going to pilot the drone and also acquire data. Because once they are there, they will gather some data, pictures, and other things which will be transmitted to our headquarters. And these are the people who will do that, take the pictures, acquire the data, transmit them, and there will be also a few of them in Accra who will interpret the data so that Ghanaians, it will be in a form that all Ghanaians will understand and appreciate. And this will also be given to you, the press people, so that at any one time, you know what you are doing. And as you know, we have a software called the Galamstop. Galamstop. And this is a software which we are deploying to follow the life cycle of application. In the past, if a miner wanted to get a license, you go to Minerals Commission, apply for a license, you go through the process, and after the Minerals Commission has given a license, you move to the EPA, and then through the regulatory agencies. But the Galamstop has been programmed in such a way that when you go to Minerals Commission, EPA will be triggered, so you don't have to go to EPA. So all the agencies will be triggered, and they will do their part of the licensing process. So that at the end of 90 days, you should get your license. And so some of these people will also be involved in that kind of exercise.
Yeah, we being the sector minister, we are told this morning that from next week there is ban on small scale. Are you able to confirm?
Well, I don't know who told you, but we know that the ban will be lifted soon, but I'm not going to tell you. We invite you to... Yes, soon, but we will invite you. I mean, there's going to be a press event, so we are not going to keep anything secret. We are going to invite you and adore all the things that we've done, the preparation that we've made so that you'll be convinced that we mean business. So it will not be kept secret. Pretty soon, you'll be invited to an event which you all appreciate.
Model under the NABCO program. Under which model are these gentlemen being deployed?
Thank you very much. So today we are at the Suchari training camp, and the core you've seen here belong to the Digitize Ghana module. Digitize Ghana was meant to be the technology and innovation-driven module to assist not only in the digitization of records at BEVs and DEVs, at Lands Commission, help with the digital addressing, and help with the national identification exercise. But also we have projects like the Galamstop and then the anti-Galamsay campaign in collaboration with the Inter Ministerial team chaired by the sector minister, Professor Boate. And then we have Charles, who is in charge of that as the secretary to the committee. And what we've done is a collaboration that selected 140 people from the Digitize Ghana module to assist in the process by helping in the data capturing, flying the drones to make sure that any sort of activities in terms of the damage that has and the degradation that has occurred already, they are able to profile that so we have a record of it, so that the improvements that are done over time, the data will not contradict any sort of narrative that is being given out there by the sector or even by other people who are engaged in this sort of illegality. And so the 140 people, before they came to Suchari, had been exposed to some kind of theoretical knowledge, at the University of Mines for a period of about 3 weeks before they came to the military exercise. I don't know if you've been following what we've said previously. NABCO functions under 3 core values: knowledge for productivity and performance, punctuality because responsiveness and time. They fly these drones. All of that is critical in terms of responsiveness and then time and being alert. And we have to bring them here to acquire that. But anyone who has seen what Galamsay does to a community, does to our water bodies and the environment, you will appreciate that the 3rd core value that NABCO has, which is integrity, is critical. Why? You don't want these young men and women to go and condone and collaborate with people who are already damaging our environment. And so we have to expose them to a range of training to make sure that we give them the sort of confidence and discipline to be able to contribute in this nation building exercise. So this is just one clear demonstration of the things that NABCO has been engaged in addition to a whole host of other modules. And you've seen some of them in operation, like the Ghana Revenue Authority and the training that is happening at Ketoy and all other training camps. Because the program itself is a learning program to enhance their employability. We deploy them into projects and into organizations so they acquire the necessary work experience. But for us, what is going to deliver the employability is all this value addition that we do in giving them the skills, development, and then the training to make sure they become solid individuals that will be attractive to any sort of company. Who will not want to employ these guys based on the knowledge and experience that they have acquired? Even the private sector would want them, and that is what the scheme is all about.
You would be a very happy person because government has just released some huge sums of money to do so. In terms of remuneration for these young people, so that we don't hear agitations that they've not been paid over.
I think their morale is quite high because they probably also read the news that we thank the government for the support to the program. It was always the case that the investment into the human capital development of the nation was critical to the success of all the grand initiatives that His Excellency is laying out to the benefit of the country. And to grow a country beyond aid, you need a skilled and a competent workforce. And this is where His Excellency gets it right in terms of the flagship initiative of NABCO, where we invest in these huge funds in the skills development and learning programs to enhance the employability of the core of our intellectual infrastructure, which are these tertiary graduates that we are utilizing in the NABCO. So everyone is happy today.
Perhaps this may be an question. We still hear that some of the NABCO have not been deployed to their various offices. What is the challenge?
There isn't a challenge. So this is exactly what I have explained. Placement within institutions only helps to motivate the scheme. It's a learning program. As you've seen these guys, they are going through training. If you go to Petoy, those who are supposed to be deployed within GRA are going through training in other zones within GRA, in Paga and the other border patrol things, the customs, all of them, the NIA groups, they're training them. And so if someone hasn't been directly placed in it, they would have been going through the program anyway, because once they have accepted and confirmed that they are on NABCO, we deploy them and assign them to the module implementing partners. And in time, everyone gets into a work placement. But the key is this value addition processes we are engaged in, and the placement comes to enhance that. So the few people who are still waiting to get into an institution are equally going through the program and getting the training to finally end up in an institution. City.
Yeah.